All right. I am here with Graeme, and guess what? Graeme is the Ambassador of the Month for Canada. Congratulations, Graeme. And
Thank
this
you
is
very much.
pretty exciting because we've talked to Graeme a few times through the podcast this year, and we know Graeme's been on a trifecta earning journey. And I think one of the most special things that you did in for the month of October was you earned the Canadian trifecta record. And I believe that's part of the reason why our ambassadors picked you as the ambassador of the month. So, give us a brief intro for anybody who didn't see the other videos and let us know what you've been up to.
So my name is Graeme Langlois. You can find me on Instagram as Calf Spartan. I've been with Spartan. I did my first Spartan 9 years ago, and did one race, and that led to doing immediately into a trifecta that same year. Been doing OCRs ever since, and one of the reasons I got into Spartan was because I broke my back back 10 years ago, and that led to the challenge I set myself this year was to complete the Canadian trifecta, or not actually complete, to set a new Canadian trifecta record. So to beat the old record, which was 15 trifectas, which, as Jillian just said, I managed to complete at Blue Mountain this year by doing my 16th trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't stopped. I kept on going because I want to not just beat the record, but set the bar to the next person who might get this crazy idea.
Of doing more
So
trifectas.
yeah, exactly. They're definitely gonna have to work for it because this past weekend I just did my 20th trifecta, and this weekend I'm heading off to Tenerife, Spain, for my 21st, and I still going to Florida and then Abu Dhabi after that. So by the
So,
end of the year, it'll be 23 trifectas in 2023.
oh my goodness. Well, that is a crazy accomplishment, and definitely everyone is recognizing you for that. But not only that, being an ambassador, part of the program, you're a big part of the brand and the face of our ambassador program. You were a staple. I mean, you're a staple everywhere, really, since you're going to all the races. But definitely that did not go unnoticed. How did you feel like you got involved ambassador wise over the October?
So I was really surprised to be selected as an ambassador. Um, I feel like I don't do my ambassadorship very well because I've been so busy with the trifecta. Like I volunteered for a couple events doing the ambassadorship at the info tent, but I haven't done it a whole lot. I've been doing lots of posts, like every race. I've been doing
Yeah.
multiple posts talking about where I am, what I'm doing. But for the ambassadorship, I'm supposed to be pushing like the volunteer portion of Spartan or
Well,
my
not
Spartan
that,
code.
not just
But I
that
haven't
you're,
been doing that because I'm just talking about Spartan and my love for Spartan.
and I
So
I think that is the big thing because that's a big part of what ambassadors do. We promote the brand through our social media. So I think your social media was just a constant stream, and
mhm.
it's still going. I
Three
still
more weekends.
see these little updates. So what are you going to do then after this is all done? Will you be sleeping for a month, or or will you
So,
be taking the night
but
shift with the baby? Because Graeme also and his wife had a baby over
two
this
months
year as well.
ago, she's only 2 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned about sleeping. So the last 4 weeks. So since we did Blue Mountain, I've been going since. So once I hit Blue Mountain, it was going to be 8 weekends in a row. And the really intense one was I did Blue Mountain, then Malaysia, then Greece, and then Fiji. So the time shift was all
Yeah.
over the way, all over the map. I was flying constantly because of the length of travel. Normally, I can leave Thursday night, Friday morning. A lot
Hmm.
of the time, I had to leave on Wednesday because I needed a full 2 days travel to get there in time for Saturday. And my wife got this photo of me in between Greece and Fiji. We had my daughter on the couch, and I was just had my knees on the floor, laying on the couch, playing with my daughter, and I passed out. She's got a picture of me half on the floor, half on the couch, like you see these photos of little toddlers,
Aw.
just out,
That,
completely out of it for about a half hour. She's like, "You're tired." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it's starting to catch up with me."
yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
I bet that's the travel alone, I think, is a lot to push someone over the edge. Also, having a newborn baby, as you know, is a lot of work as well.
mhm.
They're quite loud at night. But also,
She's been great actually.
yeah. Oh, that's really good to hear. You watch, she'll come home and it'll be a whole game changer. Awesome. Are you planning on doing this again next year? That's the big question.
So certainly, I will definitely do races. I will not do 23 trifectas.
No.
I think my goals for next year is well, so one of the things that happened in West Virginia 13 weeks ago is I did break my ankle. So
Yes.
now, like, I really pushed hard to make sure I stuck with my goal and completing the Canadian record in Canada. Like, I was back on course only 4 weeks post break,
Yeah, that's crazy.
which is really pushing the limits of things. And I did that first race with a pretty heavy duty brace, and I still had my crutches with me.
Hmm.
And I did use them during the beast. I did that beast took me 6.5 hours of walking and limping along. So once I'm done this year, I'm taking a break for a good few months, let things fully heal.
Hmm.
When my first one will be, it might be April or May. I'm not sure if I'll go to Atlanta again or if I'll go to Fayetteville. I really want to go back to Fayetteville to do an ultra. But right now, once this year is done, I need to focus on healing. And then,
Yes,
well, once that's done, then I'll start to make a goal for next year. For sure, I definitely
of
want to
what
do.
you're doing. And it's okay.
Yeah,
You don't have to do that year after year. I feel like your record might stand for a little bit of time.
yeah. So no, but so yeah, the record for this year was just I really want to commemorate my 10th anniversary of breaking my back. Like that was a really big event that happened to me, and there was a lot of questions after that happened. Like I had four vertebrae fused together. I had a lot of pain post op. Like there was that questions of like, what's my life going to be? Is this
Hmm.
what's good? Am I going to be in pain the rest of my life? And
Yeah.
it was really an eye opener. I'm like, no, I don't want this. This is not how I want to live my life. And it really drove me to get better and get in shape. And Spartan was one of those goals. And
Hmm.
I've just stuck with it. And so to have my 10th anniversary and to do watching Yara last year do the world record,
Yes.
that inspired me to do something big for this year.
Hmm.
She put the world record at another level, but I can't do 33.
33
What's the Canadian
trifectas.
record? Canadian record 15. I can do that. I can beat 15 trifectas. So that's where that whole idea came from.
But now you're
But I
close to her. So, I mean, maybe at some point you might have to give her a little run for her money, maybe.
so this year she's beating her own record this year. So she's
Yes.
already at 35,
Oh my
and there's still
goodness.
3 more weekends. So she'll finish the year with 38.
Oh my
13 of those
goodness.
38 trifectas are ultras.
Oh my
Like
gosh. Yes.
13 ultras in one year. Like Yara is I give my hats off to her. I had people that come up to me and say, "Wow, 20, that's incredible." I'm like, let me tell you about Yara. Let me tell you about Billy. Let me tell you about Brad and Will, who are 57 and 58, who are doing their 20 trifectas this year as well.
So,
Like,
and to be honest, this is the point of the program is to get people from all different backgrounds and to be able to share their story because there's not very many people like you out there. There's a handful, like there's 10 that are crazy, probably. They come and go, but that's really important to the ambassador program is for you. You've got a lot of knowledge that you're able to share. So, why did you join the ambassador program in the first place?
so honestly, so I this is my first year being an ambassador,
Mhm.
and I did it, and so I don't need to do it. I have the Unbreakable Pass, right?
Yes.
It's not for the races. It's not even for the merch.
Mhm.
And that's why I think I'm a bad ambassador because I'm not good at logging my hours because I just don't care about them. I don't. I'm doing this because I love Spartan,
Yes.
not because I want the benefits that come with
Mhm.
being an ambassador. I just love Spartan. I love what it's done for me. I love the people that I've met doing it. All the different people. Like my stepson came out this year to Blue Mountain. He's seen me doing this, and he did his very first weekend trifecta. I got my buddy Matt. He came out with me last year for his first Spartan race, and then committed to doing a trifecta this year, which he accomplished that at Blue Mountain as well. Even though he
Amazing.
suffered greatly at Mont Tremblant Blanc for his super, he was really unsure about himself for the beast, but he came out. He did it. It took him 8 hours in that miserable weather that we had,
Oh
but
my
but
goodness.
he got it done.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just reached out to me now on Instagram. She's in BC. She's signed up for the Kelowna Sprint
Mm-hmm.
as a goal. She's wants to get herself into a better position of where she is now, and she's working towards that. And I think what she saw my post at not my post, I should say Spartan Canada's post, where they made the
Mm-hmm.
video when I broke the
Yes,
record at
yes.
Blue Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And she, I guess it came across her feed. She all of a sudden, she showed up on my Instagram, liked a good 20% of my videos, which is a drop in the bucket for what I've done this year. And it was just all of these comments of, and she made a comment in her post saying that I'm inspiring her to get this done. And
Yeah,
and to me, that's huge, right? To me, if I can get someone out there, if I can get someone to believe in themselves, to say, look, like here's this guy, he broke his back, he's 42, he's right, and he's gone and done this crazy thing. Why can't I do it? Right?
exactly.
Why can't I set that goal for myself? Even if it's just your first Spartan or your first sprint, your first super, a weekend, a trifecta over in the course of the year, challenge yourself, right? And I love getting that from people going, I saw you, and because of you, I want that is no getting the Canadian record was great, but having someone tell me that they've gone off and they're there and they're doing something more because of something
Yeah.
I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
These,
that is really what it's all about in the ambassador program. And maybe since I am the onboarding and volunteer lead, maybe I'll bug you to get all of your hours in, and then we'll raffle them off for a charity or something like that in your name. You will do that for you. I'll help you with your administration. Graeme is an amazing ambassador. Not great at the administration part, but it's awesome. We are very, very happy to have you in the program, and so pumped to hear what you're going to do next. And I'm also looking forward to seeing some pictures of you just laying around and playing with the baby.
I'll probably get a
Awesome.
couple of those in once I'm done. I tell you, like I got 3 more weekends, and part of this, yes, was to celebrate, but also challenge myself.
Of course.
It's getting there. The last couple of
Well,
weekends, especially now that my daughter is here, it's
yeah,
been hard. It's
your
been
priorities
really
shift
hard.
completely. Even if you think they're not going to, they shift completely. It just changes everything.
Yeah.
So that's great, but it'll be something that you will be able to remember because it's the year of her birth. It's 2023. It'll be a really special year for you. So that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Super exciting. And so what are your plans with the ambassador program for next year? Are you planning on doing more infotent shifts, or being more a part of the program now that you might have some extra time off? Or
Yeah, so definitely. So what I would love to do next year, if I can make it happen, is do all the Canadian events, right? I'd love to do every single Canadian race. I didn't get a chance to do it this year because of
you're racing
I
every
didn't do
race.
Brimacombe because I had to go somewhere else for a trifecta in the US. And obviously, Kelowna happened, so we didn't get to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to do every Canadian event, and because I'm not going to be chasing, then I'll do the open shift afterward, and maybe I'll link up with Alex and Julie, and we'll do that first morning shift together.
Awesome. Well, I love to hear that. So that if you heard that, you will be able to ask Graeme questions all year long. That will be great to have you in the tent there, and you can tell everybody what it's like and how to get the extra medals, because that's always a great thing in there too. I think that's a bit new to Canadians because we have just a few race locations. So if we
Mm-hmm.
want to chase trifectas and do some of the different series races, we have to go other places. So it is great for people to know the different venues. So that'll be Graeme. That'll be your role in the info tent. He's going to be a staple. You heard it here.
Yeah, no, I really as I said, I didn't join to be an ambassador for the benefits. It's because I truly love Spartan. I love what it stands for and what it does for people, and the people I've met who are doing extraordinary things that they were never thought. Another friend of mine, Kate, so she saw me chasing trifectas. I did 3 trifectas last year, and because of that, she signed up to do the Mont Tremblant sprint.
Love
Um,
it.
gave me absolute crap afterwards. You didn't warn me. You said it would be easy. That was hard. And then 2 days later, she signed up for this year, and she's
Yeah,
going back again this year.
that's
Right.
what
So
happens. That's what
it just
happens.
takes that one.
Uh-huh. It really does. And people see you out there doing that. It's good to show what you're doing because people do kind of watch for a little bit and then maybe reach out to you. And I think that's the bottom line is it's a community. It's a community of people who are looking to push themselves and do hard things together. And so if that's what you're looking for, you are at the right spot. And if you are a Spartan racer right now, whether it's your first year of racing or you've done 15 years of racing, we want you in the ambassador program. So come and join us, look that up. The link will be in this video to that. We want to see you. We want you to help inspire other people, and you'll get to meet Graeme.
And honestly, it is a great program. If you do feel that passionate about Spartan, the couple info tents that I've done, I haven't done a lot this year, but I like to talk if that hasn't been noticed. And it's a great joy for me to talk to people and see why they're there, and they find out why I'm there, and to get that wow, and those few people that can like, well, geez, if you've done that, like maybe I can do more, right? And so
Exactly.
rewarding, so rewarding. I love it.
Awesome. Well, I think that says it all. We're going to leave it right there. Congratulations on winning October's Ambassador of the Month for Canada. And we will look forward to everything you'll be doing in the program and seeing you at the info tent. Woohoo!
Yes, definitely want to get more involved next year now that I will not be trifecta chasing as badly, not as badly.
Amazing.